action when it comes to the Carling Knockout All-Star Exhibition match down at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. This was the third edition of this wonderful exhibition tournament, and for the very first time, it is the Carling Knockout champions who've won. The previous years, it has been the Carling All-Star team who walked away with the 2 million rand. So within 7 days, gentlemen, Orlando Pirates have collected themselves 8.6 million rand in a space of 7 days. Now that is called collecting the cup. Who lifted the cup, Tabo?
Operation Tata Zonke.
Operation Teka Enkwashe.
December muhle kulabafana laba. I mean, we've collected mali enhle kabi, and so far so good for the Pirates. I'd just give it to Coach Mandla Ncikazi for influence yakhe anayo kule team le, because we don't give much credit to him, but I think he's the one managing the players who are playing today, because they're not regular starters. So it's important to have someone who's going to look after those players and the feelings of.
And I think Coach Abdisalam Wadi said exactly that last week when they won the Carling Knockout. But then to see the fact that the goals are coming from Sifiso Luthuli, from Boitumelo Radiopane, the players that we don't regularly see in the starting lineups of Orlando Pirates, really says a lot. And I think even Coach Wadi did mention that we have such a big squad. And Mpumi also mentioned that, to see that we can actually still continue with that fine vein of form.
Yeah, look, I think it's good that the competition itself affords the players or the fringe players or players who haven't played regularly, whether through injuries or suspension or because other players are on form, an opportunity to play. And when they're given that opportunity, they get to perform. And I think it gives a coach a bigger pool in terms of his selection. It also then shows him who's ready and who's not. And also the players coming from the DDC who had this platform, they've got an idea of what it takes or how it feels to play at this stage. So it also speaks to their desire, their ambition. They want to get used to this feeling. Now that they've tasted it, there's something that's going to motivate them to want to work harder.
And it's a beautiful precursor to everybody who's going to be watching football here in your World of Champions. I think we all know this is the last game of football we might just see for 2025. Like you said, a great Christmas present. But then we do focus in 7 days' time into another bigger competition. It's a family meeting here in the whole continent of Africa, and that is the Total Energies CAF Africa Cup of Nations. So this also is wonderful to see that we've seen some of the fringe players get some game time. We then return for the rest of the season, but we also do have that wonderful AFCON that comes through. So the football continues.
The football continues, Tato, but what I'm glad of is the fact that some of these DDC players are the ones who are going to play and represent us in the AFCON.
100%.
So looking forward to see what the boys have for us, but I trust and believe in them. I mean, the squad that has been selected, it's strong enough to compete.
Well, all I know is that we are definitely gearing up for the Total Energies CAF Africa Cup of Nations right here in your World of Champions, starting in about a week's time on the 21st of December, and we've got all the action right here. We also do have a wonderful pre-game before the AFCON, that is Bafana taking on the Black Stars of Ghana, so the football just gets